How's it going, everybody? Brian Porter here from the Brian D. Porter team at Keller Williams Real Estate. I'm very excited that you're here with me today, and I'm just going to share with you very quickly why your offers aren't getting accepted. Are you out there writing more offers than you can even remember and getting zero consideration from the seller? There's nothing more frustrating than that. You've come all this way, you're finally ready to realize the American dream and purchase a home, and you spend 3 months getting rejected time after time. And I'm here to tell you, it's probably not you. It's very likely your agent. All right, here's why. So most agents are going to tell you that there's two things that make up an offer: the price and the terms. And they're going to say that if your terms aren't perfect, let's say you keep your contingencies, which we'll talk about in a minute, please do that. It's very dangerous not to. Or if you're asking for certain things to be included or you need certain things to be fixed, those are your terms. And if your terms aren't the best, maybe other people are coming in with no contingencies, they're going to say that you need to write your offer well above everyone else. Well, there's a couple reasons that I find that insane. The first reason is simple. You shouldn't have to pay more for a home than what it's worth. Please don't do that. It's ridiculous. But the second and real reason why that makes no sense to me at all is any good listing agent is going to know this fact. If you have an appraisal contingency, it doesn't matter if you've written an offer $1 million over what the home is worth. It doesn't matter because the appraiser will come in and say, no, this is what it's actually worth. You could get out of the deal immediately, and if that's what you had to do, if your terms weren't the best, you only had 10% down maybe, the listing agent's going to know that you don't have the money to cover the difference. You're going to be out of the deal, and so it doesn't make any difference. So please don't overpay for a home. Now, your terms. Don't go into a home and say we don't need inspections. If the inspections haven't been done all around, you don't have a roof inspection, foundation inspections, all that stuff, if that's not been provided to you already, please keep your inspection contingency. And even if stuff has been done and you don't feel comfortable, keep your inspection contingency. If you need a loan, this should go without saying, keep your loan contingency. And you're gonna need your appraisal contingency. I'm seeing way too many people writing offers without those contingencies and just hoping that it appraises or hoping that they get the loan. And what really what you're doing is you're taking your deposit, which could be $30,000, $40,000, a significant portion of your savings, and putting it into a slot machine. You wouldn't do that in Vegas. Please don't do that in the real estate market, okay? Now, if those are the only two things that you're working with, price and terms, then I agree. It's probably going to be impossible for you to get a home if your terms aren't the best and your prices aren't the best. So here is what my team does, and any good real estate agent is going to do to get their client a home. We're going to add extra steps, okay? So first of all, communication. We're going to communicate with the listing agent what's important to the seller. We don't want to write an offer that can close in 14 days if the seller needs 60 days to find the next property. It doesn't make any sense for them, okay? Maybe they give me information to where they say, really, we want to have another family come into the home. Now, they shouldn't say that because that sets them up for a discrimination problem. But me as a buyer's agent, when I hear that, I know how we're going to structure our letter to the seller. Which brings me to my second thing. Let's add some personality, some emotion to the deal where it's just normally just pieces of paper that you're getting or emails. We want to add some emotion and some personality to that. We put a big picture of the family or a picture of the couple or the person buying the home, and we're going to talk about the house and say, listen, we love the way you guys remodeled the kitchen. We can see ourselves raising our children in the backyard and playing baseball. We know that the neighbors have kids, and we're looking forward to our kids being able to be friends with them. Add some personality to it. I cannot tell you how many times I've actually gotten my clients into a home when they haven't been even close to the best offer, when in reality the seller just looked and said, listen, we've made memories in this home, we've raised a family in this home, and we don't want to rent it out. We don't want it to go to somebody that's just going to put a renter in it. We want to put a family in it. And like I said, they probably shouldn't be giving me that information, but if I have it, we're going to use it. We're going to use anything that we can to get you into that deal. That's why we communicate, and then we add emotion. And the final thing is we present. Okay, so when the seller asks for certain things, they want the disclosures initialed, they want the proof of funds, all of these things attached. We're going to make sure that we get all of that. We're going to make sure that we put it into a pretty box, into a nice folder, and then we're going to ask that we present it in person, and that is huge. There's so many times as a listing agent, I will get 10 offers, and one listing agent will come and they will present in person and make me feel very comfortable, and usually have written the cleanest offer, even if it doesn't have the best terms, and I feel very comfortable with them, and I'll push them to my client because I know that they're going to get the job done. So that's just so important. Maybe you can't always get in to present in person. person, but at least try. It really does set you apart and makes a huge difference. We're going to make sure that everything that they've asked for is put together. We're going to give it to them, and we're going to sell you, our buyer client, as best as we can to get you into that home. We just closed on my team a home just a couple of weeks ago. We were about 3 down the list as far as our offer. We had offers coming in well over 20% with no contingencies, and we had 10%, and we had all of our contingencies, and they still gave us the home. It was my client's first home that they wrote an offer on, their dream home. I'd love to be able to help you do that as well. If you have any questions at all, please give me a call. My number is 408-813-6865. You can also email me at brian, brian.porter@kw.com. Stop writing offers and buy a home.